Here we go, Judy, phase 2. So here we go. So phase 2, we're gonna move it up a little bit. So you've graduated, you're balancing on the ball, which is great, and now we're on phase 2. So phase 2, we're gonna add a little more exercises, and we're gonna continue to stretch and strengthen and balance, okay? So here we go. So the first thing I want you to do is to warm your hips up. So again, go for a walk. That's really the best way for the body to loosen up and you to activate your hips and get everything moving. And be conscious when you're walking of how you walk. People that walk and smack their feet, you know, you're absorbing a lot of stress in the body. You want to walk with control. Your muscles are in control. You're not overextending your muscles, legs, ligaments, and tendons. You're slightly bent, but just if you don't know how to walk, find somebody to teach you, because it's not that hard, and it's very important. Okay, and I'm shocked how many people don't walk correctly. So it's you start from the ground up, and you want to get your body in balance. So start with your feet all the way up. So I always say, just roll your feet and heel toe and walk in stride. Some people try and overextend, and that's really not necessary. Okay, so here we go. So you're all warmed up. You've done your walk, or your road, or your bike ridden, or marched in place. Brought your knees up, do some kind of little calisthenic thing, as simple as that. Get yourself a good 5-6 minutes of warming up, okay? And so then one of the exercises we will do today that's very important, and that is calf raises, because calf raises increase your circulation, vascularity, and they force you to use the muscles from the ankles to the hips. So those are really good. So we'll get to those. Okay, so we're gonna start with some warm-up. So either touch the wall or something that's stable that you feel comfortable for now, and then down the road we'll just be balancing. So just get a little touch here, and we're gonna start with the knee up and then half circle back. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Little stretch, toe up, stretch, and then reverse the action. So we're gonna go forward, half circle forward, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And the leg that you're standing on, try not to lean too much. People, I'm trying to stay in the camera here. So people that are leaning are putting a lot of stress on their knees and stuff. So you want to keep your knees, the leg that's standing on a slight bend in that leg, so the muscles are holding you up, not your joints, and then locked so it's solid. So you can do this, okay? Do both sides, 3 sets of 10. Okay, that'll be a good warm up, get things flowing through your hips. And then we'll go right into like a good morning, which is basically, I like to start the most basic one is just put your hands right behind your back if you can. If there's any shoulder issues, just in front is fine too, or I Dream a Genie, okay? So here we go. So that aged me. And so anyway, bend your knees slightly, tummy's in tight, tip at the hip right here. Pretend there's a pole through here. This is where you're tipping. Your legs are slightly bent but locked. And so ready, drop down, up 2, 3, drop down, flat back, 1, 2, 3, stomach's in tight, 1, 2, 3, drop down, 1, 2, 3, keeping your back straight and your eyes straight ahead, and your shoulders are pulled back, okay? So that's good posture. And then you're gonna reverse it. So you're gonna go 1 down, up 2, 3, or down 2, 3, 1 up would be reversing it. There we go. Down 2, 3, 1 up, down 2, 3, and up, down 2, 3, and up. And now do 10 of those after you've done the 1 down, up 2, 3, and 10 of those. So then in between, I'd like to see you stretch your waistline like this, reaching over, giving it a stretch, and stretching, bending your knees right slightly, keeps the hips from being pulled too hard, and the lumbar moving freely and not locked down. Okay? Good. So then we're going to go over to a bench or some kind of a stable thing that you can sit on that will hold your weight and it's not going to be a problem. So a bench or sofa or something that works for you. And if you have a bench, great. So we're going to sit down like this, and we're going to do some side bends seated with our feet toe out, 90 degrees here, hands on your shoulders, stomach in tight, everything's pulled up. Exhale and come over and up. Exhale and come over and up. And you're going to let this hip as you go over come up if it wants, and then let it down so you get a full stretch in the back. Okay, I'm going to move this. Close to my head. Okay, so there we go. So we got our feet out, toe out, 90-degree angle here, hands on your shoulders, stomach in tight. Pulling your stomach in, back in that stomach, get that waistline in there. And one. And if you can only go to here, just go to here and ease into it, and eventually you'll be going down further and further because your body will give and release. The muscles will start getting activated and the blood flow will be getting in there, so you feel the flexibility increase. When you get to 10, just stop on one side and then reach it up, look up at your hand, and come back down. Finish the other side the same way, and come back down. And I always like to cross my legs if you can. Set it down here if you can't cross them, but if you can cross them, put it up here and just take my hand behind it like this, look around at the other side, giving myself a good glute stretch, and it feels good. Reverse it, other side, looking around, and count to 12. 1, 2, 3, looking over your shoulder, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1 or 2 times, and then another good stretch is to sit and to stabilize yourself and push it away just slightly, just a little bit of pressure. Hold it down, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Doing both sides. And then another nice one is just come up like this with your body, all your energy, and come forward and go as far as you can, forward, down. And just kind of sink into it because you'll start releasing and go a little further and a little further. Okay, and that's a good hip stretch too. Okay, so there we go. We've got our hips a little bit stretched out on both sides. So we're going to use this ball first. Oh, and by the way, you probably have a tennis ball around the house, and this is just still is from one of your kids or grandkids, or 99-cent store, or 99 cents. So pretty simple thing you can get a hold of, and they're very useful. So you're going to sit up on this end of their seat, nice and tall, tummy in tight, feet going together, and hands on your hips. And then you just want to use this ball for resistance, and you're going to squeeze 2, 3, pulling your stomach in as you squeeze, let it out, squeeze 2, 3, exhale as you squeeze, and slow it out. All these muscles are engaging. 1, 2, 3, get 10, and then rest, do it again, 3 sets of 10. So stop the video, get your reps in, and then start it again. Sometimes I like people to do a set where they bring their toes or their heels up. Heels up are really effective. Okay, so finish with an extra one. And if you heels up, squeeze 2, 3, sitting up nice and tall, squeeze 2, 3, pulling all the stomach muscles in, slowly letting it out, easy and not jerky at all. In there. And I kind of go squeeze a little harder, and more intense and on the third. 1, 2, 3. Okay, excellent. Loosens up the hips, gets a lot of blood flow right into there, deep in the hip, and it feels good. Okay, this ball can be used for a warm-up too. And your good mornings, you can use this like this, coming straight up, down, 2, 3, and up, down, 2, 3, and up, or down, 2, 3, out, in, and up. Okay, so as long as that doesn't, it doesn't bother you, you don't feel any problems with that, in your back, that's good. And then again, use it if you want to stretch, bend your knees. It's important. Sometimes it's best just to do one side at a time. 1, and 2, and 3, get to 10, 4, knees are slightly bent, lock from the waist down, 6, and 7, and pulling your stomach in, 8, and 9, last one, 10, over you go, hold, reach this arm up, and come back down. Okay, both sides. So that's good for that. Okay, then I like to work the leg all the way around. I think that's important. So this one is gonna be the tough one today. This one is, you're gonna sit down on the ground if you can, or up against something that you feel comfortable getting up and down. If you've got something that's not on the ground and you've got some hip issues, it's nice if you don't have to get up and down. So here we go. So, but you will be able to do it very shortly. Okay, so here you go. So you're gonna sit up nice and tall, back flat against the wall. You can put your hands here if you want. What you're gonna do is you're gonna raise your leg an inch and you're gonna pulse it 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Let it down, pat it out. You're gonna feel that real intensely here. So your leg is, again, let the bend be there, natural, slightly bent and locked, but not straight locked. Locked in the muscles holding the joint, ligaments, tendons in place. Okay, so we just did that. So we do the other side, hold it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yowzers, and that hurts right there. You're gonna feel it. Now, if you need assistance, you can take a band and you can actually assist yourself. But try not to get lean forward. Keeping the back flat is real important, okay? So lock yourself in. So the next thing you're gonna do is a circle to the right, and then you're gonna reverse that to the left. So ready for 10, lift it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Drop it down, pat it out. You're gonna feel it. And then you're gonna reverse that action up. 1, 2, 3, stomachs are tight. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And you're gonna have one side or the other that you're good at a little bit better, but as you do them, you'll even everything up, and that's important. Okay, and then a good stretch for this, since you're sitting on the bench, you can use that bench to slide off. Open up your hips right here, and point and flex is my favorite. Going to 10. No forcing, it's just ease and flex. Pull it back, push it forward. Letting those muscles slowly sink into the stretch. Good, and then stomach and tight, reach up, 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 up. Reach high, bend that knee slightly. Releases the back and come down. Hold 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Exhale. Hold it just a little further. Okay, now do one, and then you just slide right over, and you can do the other one also. And then I suggest that you go ahead and do the exercise from phase 1, where you bend the knee at 90 degrees. Try and straighten up your foot here. Up, 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 and reach down to your toe if you can. And exhale, come down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come up, give it a little push. 2, 3, 4, 5, and pull it in. Move around. 2, 3, 4, 5, and go the other way. Push away. 2, 3, 4, 5. Going to 10 probably would be best, but 5 is an easy number just to get things going and get used to the movement. Okay? And then again, you slide over and do it again on the other side. So those are good hip stretches, and they're real important. Okay, so after you do 3 of these on each, so 3 pulsing, circle, and circle, that'll be done here. You're gonna feel a lot of stretch in the back of your legs, and this ball is really good for taking and hitting the pressure points and giving you a little bit of a release. So just put it right here in the meat of the muscle. Put your weight of your leg on here, and you just let it relax. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can lean into it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your toe back. 2, 3, 4, 5. A little bit forward. 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna feel that. Nothing forcing, just slightly. You can do the calf too. It actually gives your calf a little bit elevated. You can do the stretch again, and then lean into it. 2, 3, 4, 5. Point your toe back and lean into that. 2, 3, 4, 5, and you can pull it back towards you. 2, 3, 4, 5. And one more time in, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're gonna feel that. And that is like acupressure almost, but it also helps muscle release and lengthen and get the flexibility in the back of your legs, which tends to be some of the tightest muscles we have because we sit on them. So, okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna go into the workout of this and the balance. So we've graduated phase 1, so we know how to balance. So we're able to sit on the ball and find our focal point and balance on the ball like this, okay? So that is a good thing to do against the wall for the first week or two till you really know what you're doing, and even then, keep your environment safe. Not a lot of things that you can get hurt. Easy, you know, if you're gonna go down easy and just roll down with it, okay? If you find yourself out of balance, don't fight it. Just, you know, you're just this far off the ground. So just go down with it and you can get up afterwards, okay? And then make sure you're careful to get up. Get your feet under you where you feel like you can get up as easily as you can. Plan to succeed. You won't fail by not planning. So then make sure your weights or whatever it is that you're going to use at home, you got a couple of cans of, you know, corn or peas or something, that's fine. Just don't drop them on your head if they're too wide for your grip. Find something that works for you. So we've got these weights that we're going to use today, and so we're going to go from the ball, standing up, 1 and 2 and 3, back down, 4. I'm just letting the weights add weight to my body. 6, you can go with or without weights. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Standing up, I'm going to bend my knees slightly. I'm going to do a front knees, ankles, knees straight up, flat back, knees, ankles, knees straight up, knees, ankles, knees straight up, knees, get that out of my way, knees, ankles, knees straight up. Nice, straight, easy on the back. And then we're going to do some side bends standing. Knees are slightly bent. You lock the hips down with the knees slightly bent, and then it's just pulling up and pulling up, pulling up, pulling up. Get those obliques stretched out. Feels good. And great. And I like to put them behind my back and look up and stretch with my knees slightly bent and push my shoulders back. Feels good. After you work my hamstrings, I like to set the weights down, put my hands on the weights, and lift my heels and alternate with the toes. The wider I step, the easier it is to do. So that's a way of starting. And if that's too much for you, you can stand against the wall and just do this. Heels up, 2, toes up, 2. Heels up, 2, toes up, 2. So there's always a modification, and modification just means take it down to something less stress and then build it back up, okay, when you're ready. Okay, so we're gonna do some sumos. So we're gonna get our feet nice and wide, and we're gonna, so I just like take a big step, toe out, take a look at where you're at, knees right over your toes, that's where you should be. Body weight is straight over the hips, not leaning too far forward or back. Stomach's in tight, and you're gonna go down to starting point here. Don't let your body get too low. Stay in the muscles controlled on the top. Down, 2, 3, squeeze up. Down, 2, 3, pushing into the floor with the bottom of your feet. Down, 2, 3, activating all that muscle fiber. Going slow, 2, 3, pause, squeeze up, stop, pause, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, squeeze up, and get to 10. So that's a 1, 2, 3 down. So then the next set, second set of 10, we would do 1 down, up, 2, 3, 1 down, probably the second one because you're warmed up then, up, 2, 3, drop it down, up, 2, 3, drop it down, push, 2, 3, drop it down, and you're pushing from your feet all the way through the hip, okay? So that's your second set, you get to 10, and then the third, and you wanna, shake out your legs, kick them back, okay? Set your weights down if you need to, and then the third and final one, you're gonna go the same range of motion, but you're gonna break it halfway down, all the way down, halfway up, all the way up, and it's 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 6, 2, and 7, 8, 9, and last one, 10, 2, and up, 2. And then I like to just kind of stretch a little bit like that. Let the toe come up, give it a little stretch, and set your weights down. You can take your weight, use it as a stretching tool by just putting it out in front of you, and you can put your weight and balance on it like this, and then lift your toes up, go to side, and flat back, push your hips back. Bend your knees a little bit, bob it a little bit, get that stretch, and then lean into it. Toes up, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, walk it out. And up on your heels, and drop down up on your toes, or toes up. Okay, so those are good stretches. Okay, so that being said, we're gonna work on what I call fireman lunges. So you're gonna touch the wall with your hand, and you're going to have everything out of your way. We're gonna start with no weight, hand in front, and we're gonna be on this leg and this hand are gonna work together. So touch the wall. You're gonna try and go straight down as far as you can go. If it's not too far, start wherever you're at, and then come straight back up. Down, 2, 3, touch the floor, and up, slightly bend in this knee. 1, 2, 3, and up. And pretty soon we're gonna be just doing the weight and doing it without holding on. So those will be as we improve and increase our balance and our strength. Stretch for today that's going to be hard is going to be trying to put your foot somewhere in the leg on the pants if you can. If that's not possible, you can just put it down here and try and open up through here a little bit. But if you can, put it on your pants or your nightgown or whatever it is you're wearing. And stand up tall, tummy in tight, and then just be like a tree, and you can hang on. It's better that you are stable right now while you're increasing your strength. And then we'll go ahead and we'll start counting to 10, holding that position. Second set, count to 20. And the third set, we're gonna count to 30. But you're gonna take breaks and alternate 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30. And you're gonna kick your legs in between. Bring your knees up. And hands against the wall. Column hold-ups, calf raises. 2, 3, 4, get to 10. So that was a 1 up, 1 down ratio. So I like to do a little break in that one too. Halfway up, all the way up, halfway down, all the way down. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 4, 2. Get into 10. And then I like to heel out just ever so lightly because it gets right out on the outside here. And so that would be like, let's just go 1 up, down 2, 1 up, down 2, 1 up, down 2. And then the last set would be just ever so slightly toe out, jump foot. And then you'll go up 2, 1 down, up 2, 1 down, up 2, 1 down. And play around with that. One day if you do up 2, 1 down, the next day do, 1 up, down 2. Okay? And that will really develop all around the calf and keep you stable, keep your good blood flow, good circulation. We all need that. Okay? So that's phase 2. So here's your homework. You're going to be able to do your tree like this without holding on. You're going to continue to maintain your 3 minutes on the ball because we will be doing weights on this, on the ball, not touching the ground. And that will be the next phase. So you want to be able to sit on top of it again, remind yourself that, not way forward where you're arched out. Center of weight is straight down. Take your legs and hug it. And you can hang on if you want until you have it down. And then you're going to use your core to maintain an upright position without your feet touching the ground. Okay? See you in 3.